Hey guys, it's Bree, and you probably already read the title to this video, and if you did, just know that it is complete clickbait, because if you know anything about me, it's that I do not know when to quit. So anyway, we're going to talk about that, but first, this is the intro. So let's talk about a couple things. I'm just going to start with the Instagram algorithm because I think it's just apparent to everybody at this point that the Instagram algorithm is not for us. It is not in our favor. It is not working in our favor, and they basically want users to put in a lot of work and spend a lot of time on the app for people to see your stuff, which is fine. They're a business. They got to make their money, etc., etc. If you're anything like me, you may have been noticing that nobody is really hardly seeing your posts. People aren't really seeing your stories, except for randomly one day a bunch of people will see it, and then for 5 or 6 days straight, nobody will see them. This has been happening for me. I don't know how it's been working for you, but we have a couple choices here. We can say, forget this, I quit, this is too hard, I don't know what Instagram is doing with the algorithm, I'm not trying to be doing 47 reels a day. I just don't want to do all that, so I'm not gonna do it. That's choice number one. Or we can try to figure it out and try to make some minor adjustments, test them out, try to be consistent, and see how they work. So you guys probably already know which one I'm going with, and that is option number 2. I actually wrote down some, you know what? Let me get my notes, because I actually wrote down some tips for the Instagram algorithm that I got from a live by an influencer that I love, which is Mattie James. And I'm gonna share those tips with you guys because I'm guessing that most people in this community just don't really care too much about tips from influencers. You guys probably don't really follow that, just don't really care about it. I happened to come across a Mattie James video years ago, and she actually really helped me increase my following on Instagram when I probably was at 400 followers or something like that, maybe 600. I don't remember how many it was when I first found her. And not that Instagram follower count is everything. I've definitely talked about that before. It's definitely not everything, but we know that there is huge potential to sell your beats, to get people to stream your music, to get people to buy your merch, and to just share your story with people. If helping people is something that you want to do, you know that having a bigger following can actually be really effective. So I'm going to share these tips with you guys, and hopefully we can get through this Instagram algorithm situation together, and then we'll talk about YouTube, and then I'll just talk about some other things because I just really don't want you guys to quit. So here we go. So one of the main things that Mattie shared, and I'm gonna share her information if any of you guys wanna check her out. She actually goes live every Wednesday, I believe. And she gives tips, different tips for influencers. Sometimes it's how to pitch brands, which may not be applicable to you, but things like fighting the Instagram algorithm, I feel is applicable to us all. So I'm gonna drop her information in the description link, but these are the tips that she shared that I want to share. So one of the main things that she said to think about was the fact that Instagram wants users to be on their app for long periods of time, as does every social media platform. The longer they can keep users there, the more that they can tell brands or tell advertisers, look, we have people staying on our app for this amount of time, we can get your ad in front of them, and then it's more money for them in turn. So that's just something to think about when you're planning your content and when you're posting your content. One of the tips she gave was to do longer captions on Instagram. She was saying if the photo that you're gonna post or the video that you're gonna post, if it's banging, then sure, a short caption, a Drake quote will do. But she was saying that if your photo is not to say that your photo is not good, but that it's not everything is on point, post a longer caption. Tell a story. Tell us something about your life. Tell us something interesting in your caption that's gonna make people wanna read it, because the longer that you can keep people engaged to your stuff, the more Instagram will show your stuff, because they'll know that you're interesting and they want people to stay on their app, like I said. Another tip that she gave was to do reels and to be consistent with reels. This is something that I'm going back and forth with myself honestly about, because I don't know what to do for reels. for reels. Sorry. I don't know what to do for reels, but she was saying you have to be consistent with it, and she recommended posting reels every day. She was saying if you can post multiple reels per day, but it does take a lot of effort. So if that's something that you guys do, if you guys are people who make beats live and you like showing people your full creative process, how to make it live, that could be something that you could do with reels. If you play instruments, or maybe consider doing covers or something like that, something that you can get on reels and do. Like, everything doesn't have to be you doing a dance. If you can dance, you better dance. Everything doesn't have to be you doing a dance or pointing out words or stuff like that. It can be whatever it is that you think that you're able to do consistently in video format that might be more engaging with people. If you can do that, go ahead and do that. She also recommended either going live or posting an IGTV video 1 to 2 times per week, and to do it consistently. If there's something that maybe doesn't translate as well in reels, but it could translate well in a video form, then try to do that. If you're a producer, maybe something that you can do on live is show people your beats and show people your sessions, answer questions, do stuff like that. If you're an artist, maybe you can go live and just like chat with your audience if that's something that you want to do. I've seen people do weekly lives where, at least in the Christian space, or I've seen people do, like Jekka Soul, who is awesome. She goes live every week and she prays on her live, and that's awesome and it's powerful, and she's also being consistent with beating the Instagram algorithm. That's one way to do it. I think another thing could be to possibly go live every week and share something about your life. You could maybe go live every week and do a story time and just be like, okay, we have story time every Wednesday at 5 p.m. or something like that. Whatever you want to do, like, just be creative and just think of things that you could possibly do. I personally hate going live, so I'm going back and forth with myself about that, because we need to talk about the YouTube algorithm as well, where YouTube is really rewarding creators who are going live every week. Some people are going live every day, some people are going live, multiple times a week and stuff like that. I hate going live. I just feel like I'm super awkward. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to talk about. And the delay is like, especially on Instagram Live, the delay is crazy. That may be something that I start trying to incorporate. Like, I love playing video games. I know that has absolutely nothing to do with making music. That has nothing to do with anything, but I usually play Super Smash Brothers. I play Animal Crossing. Sometimes I play Mario Kart, but I'm not that great at Mario Kart because Sairi is amazing at Mario Kart. But I play games, and like, if that's something that, I don't know, that you guys would like to see, I'll definitely go live. And I really don't have the setup for it, but I am willing to invest in it if it's something that you guys would actually like to see. When I'm with my friends, I talk about the music and video games all the time, so maybe that's something that I could do, or that's something that we could do together. Let me know, because I don't want to go live, but at the same time, if it's something that I have to do, then I need to figure out a way to incorporate it in my routine, because I'm not quitting. I'm just not. And you shouldn't either. Another thing that she recommended was repurposing your content. So if you had a photo shoot 5 months ago and you haven't posted any pictures from that photo shoot in 4 months, there's nothing wrong with taking a picture from that photo shoot and posting it on your feed. Or if you recorded a video and you never posted a clip on your Instagram feed, that's something that you could consider doing as well, especially if there's like gems in it, or if it's really showing off your talent, or things like that. Something like that you can post on your Instagram feed. Another tip that she gave, which is interesting because this is something that I need to start incorporating in my own routine, was to use hashtags sparingly. She was saying that she actually got shadow banned from using hashtags. So obviously you don't want to get shadow banned. I don't want to get shadow banned, although there are certain hashtags that really work for me. So maybe I'll just kind of trim the fat and get rid of some of the extra hashtags that I don't need and keep the ones that I know are pretty effective. So for me, I run 3 Instagram accounts right now, mainly because I actually run more than that, but I run 3 for myself and for my duo. So my main account is Brie K Sounds. There is where I'm gonna share like my personal life, and I will share beats, I will share my music and stuff like that. But These Are the Sounds, which is my brand, that is also my Instagram account. On These Are the Sounds, I want to start sharing like my day-to-day goals and accomplishments, like things that I set out to do that day. I just kind of want to start sharing more of that in my stories, because I hardly ever post on stories, period, but I want to get back into the routine of doing it because I used to post on stories all the time, and then I had taken a break from social media for like, I don't even know how long it was, maybe a few months last year, and I got out of the routine of posting all the time, and the break was great. I mean, I needed it. And if you need a break, take a break. If this isn't something that you want to do, don't feel like you have to. You don't have to do anything, but just kind of realize this is where Instagram is going right now. And if that's something that you want to invest your time in, and that's something that you do want to see a return on, and that's something that you do want to see success in, then we have to change up our routine. We have to change up our routines to kind of play the game. You know what I mean? Something else that Mattie actually said that she was going to do was possibly start just investing her time on other platforms, because Instagram is taking a lot of her time to like be successful and to grow in the same way that she was growing years prior. If that's something that you want to consider as well, consider doing that. I am trying to grow here on YouTube, but mostly, more than just growing, what I really want is to be able to share my journey and be as transparent as possible, which is something that I say all the time. I know, and it probably sounds like super cliche and super corny. It's like, okay, everybody wants to help people. Everybody, wants to do good and stuff like that. But I really want to share my journey in real time. And you guys know that has been one of my goals from the very beginning, is sharing my journey in real time. Because I can tell you right now, in real time, sales are down, views are down, Instagram followers, Instagram likes, comments, they're down. I'm making this video basically to kind of tell you guys, like, as of today, because I just watched this live from Mattie yesterday. As of today, I'm going to start trying to make some changes to see better results. Really. As far as selling beats goes, at the end of the day, making good beats that artists want is totally key. So something that I do want to do is go and ask my artist friends what are they looking for in beats when they buy them, and ask my successful producer friends what kind of beats sell most to artists. And I think that's a video that I'll make, and I think that's something that will be helpful to all of us. So on Instagram, make sure that you're posting to your stories. If you can post reels, post those. And if you can post really good posts on your feed, then post those. She also said curating your feed is literally like low priority. She was saying like that literally doesn't matter to anybody. So don't worry about having 3 in a row perfectly, even though my These Are the Sounds feed is curated right now, because I've already planned that out. But just don't even worry about keeping everything perfect, because nobody cares, especially Instagram's algorithm. They don't care. So anyway, I know that was like completely out of order and completely random, but for everybody watching, I just want you guys to know that if selling beats full time and making music full time is something that you want to do, it's attainable. People are doing it every day. I'm not there yet. Obviously, I still have my job. I still go to my job every day. I know a lot of people are not there yet, but it is attainable. There is money out there. There are ways that may seem unconventional, and I do kind of want to start sharing some of the ways that I have been able to make money the past couple years. Some of it is still confidential, so as soon as I get the okay, I will be sharing, because I think that these are things that I wish that somebody would have told me was out there. Anyway, the point is, it is attainable. It may take more work and more effort and learning new skills, which is not something that a lot of people want to do. And I understand that. And if that's not something that you want to do, that's totally fine. But if your ultimate goal is to be able to pay your bills and live off of making music, then let's do it. We just gotta assess ourselves and see where it is that we can be better and what really works for us, because that's another thing. Everything that works for me may not work for you, and everything that works for you may not work for me. So we have to figure out what works best for ourselves and go from there. I know this was a really wordy video and a really long and ranty, rambly video, but I just want you to know that you can. That's all. If you've made it this far into the video, chances are you probably kind of liked it, so please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and please click that bell as well to get notified every time I post a video for more content like this. And in the comments, would you guys be encouraging and just like leave something encouraging to each other? And if anybody in the comments is struggling, if anyone else sees it, please reply to them and leave some encouragement to them. Share success stories, do all of that. A lot of people really just need some positivity right now, you know, and some people don't get it in their personal lives, and I would love for people to be able to get it here. Thank you so much for watching. I think that is everything. Okay, peace out.